Well, if you do, today is your lucky day, because Adidas just dropped their latest speed monster, the X18 Plus, which of course, I'm gonna review. Because Adidas have gone back to the roots and weaved, drilled, and trimmed down the X to give it the vibe of the F50 in a modern 2018 package at 197 grams. Without laces, of course. But before the boots hit the stage at the World Cup, I decided to take the X18 Plus for a little spin. Because if it checks out on my local pitch here in Denmark, it's probably also ready for the Luzhniki in Russia. Opting against the knit hype, Adidas used a new upper material called Skeletal Weave. It uses stronger yarns, which allows Adidas to make a more open construction that still maintains its strength. But does it work? Or is it just a skeleton in the closet? The X offers an intriguing fit. There's a solidity and a stiffness to the upper that makes your foot feel securely locked in without too much ability to move. But at the same time, the boot feels almost sculpted on because of the fantastic shape of the last and also this here plush foam inner lining, as if you were slapped into a race car seat that was full of pillows. It's fast, it's sleek, it looks aerodynamic, and I feel it would do well in a wind tunnel while still making you believe you sat in your couch chilling, sipping a cup of tea. Normally, a laceless boot usually means that it's a little bit loose on the top, while the tougher material does indeed stretch enough for you to get in. Afterwards, it feels like it's been vacuum sucked to your foot with good compression. And if you combine that with how the bottom of the heel counter securely locks your heel in, we're talking about the best lockdown on a laceless boot to date. And thankfully, there's also enough mobility around the ankle joint, so it's kind of a free restrictiveness that makes me think of the X18 Plus as a pair of dancing shoes because of how they make me want to waltz around defenders. Fit-wise, the X18 Plus is a tight, narrow-ish boot. But because of the stretch on the Tech Fit color, it means that wider feet actually also have a chance. Unless, of course, they've got claustrophobia, in which case, you should probably stay away. Size-wise, I actually went up half the size compared to my X17 Pluses, and that was a mistake, because while they are indeed more comfortable, I kind of missed out on that really tight, secure, locked-in sensation that I really want. So my suggestion, go true to size for the best possible fit. The sole plate is interesting. Like you'd expect, it's wired for hardcore speed, with triangular studs and a stiff torsion bar. And the big innovation is, drilling holes. It's called drillium, a process where you basically cut out big holes in the plate in order to save weight, but you do it in places where it doesn't affect the strength. And normally, not feeling a new technology would be the big negative. But I guess in this instance, they did a pretty good job, because the sole plate is still responsive. There's aggressive grip in all directions, and it constantly made me feel like I wanted to run on the tip of my toes. In other words, everything I wanted a speed boot to do. Drillium is cool, but in the end, it's what happens on the ball that really matters. And here, Adidas aim to offer a completely uninterrupted touch with the laceless construction, so you can wreak havoc no matter the situation. Striking-wise, laceless, it's great, because the striking surface in these is so big, which makes especially shooting a crisp, clean pleasure. And with the thin foam lining adding a bit of soft elegance to it, we're talking about a very nice balance between that sharpness you got from the F50s and that padded touch you got from the old X's. Add a bit of grip to that where you feel a good tacky connection with the ball. And lining up a shot in these might as well have to be accompanied by the sound of a sniper cocking his rifle. Lock and load. But while there's no risk of the X being shot out of the sky in the top tier of the speed boots, there are a few bumps in the road. Mostly, I'm a bit bummed about the stiffness of the upper. I do realize that it's needed for stability and that it will soften up once you break it in. Also, the lockdown could be better with the pair of laces, and I'm a little bit annoyed about the fact that the heel counter has already started gaping a little bit. But in the end, in the big picture, it's not really that much of a deal breaker because thankfully it seems to be the only durability issue I've actually had with these. Because X18 Plus jumps straight back into the frame as one of the strongest pure speed boots on the market, which somehow tricked my brain into thinking that I could both float like a butterfly and sting like a bee in these. And who doesn't like that? I loved the X17s, but the X18 Plus just feels more like a speed boot should. It has that old school F50 vibe, but without any of the comfort and stability issues. And while I admittedly might end up wearing the laced-up version, the 18.1s instead, in the end, I do appreciate the laceless X18 Plus for what it is, which is the essence of speed in a modern package. And quite frankly, a whole